Today, I like to say something about an bold lady whom I met in my life. He was, she was none other than the elder sister of my mother. At the age of 2 or 3, she was affected by a very serious disease. As a result, she lost one eye. Rest of her life, she lived with one eye. She was an one-eyed woman. She lived till 83 years. She was very weak. She had great shortcomings in the life. But she studied. She had taken her BA degree in history from Trivandrum University College. After that, she went to the law college and had taken the law degree. She was appointed as a magistrate in Kerala. She worked in different parts of Kerala. She was a magistrate and she is Magistrate Chellamma. The local people called her as Judji Tangama. She is often nicknamed as Judji Tangama. Why I say about her? Because I know her personally. During my SSLC examination, I was studying in her room. She was a bachelor. She was not married. Bachelor was not the name. She was a spinster. That was the exact name for women. She was not married. Of course, she had certain shortcomings and physical disabilities. And she openly declared that she would not marry. She remained as a celibate. She lived like a sannyasini. I know her very well. She was very honest, absolutely free from corruption. She was highly truthful. Anna Chandi, the first female judge in India, described her as a very good officer in Kerala. This was told to her younger brother, and this younger brother, he was also in a high position, and this was said by him. And from reliable sources, I came to know about these things. She was very affectionate to everybody, especially to the family members. As an officer, she had discharged her duties very well. Then, I haven't seen my grandfather or grandmother. They passed away very earlier. I don't know anything about my grandfather or grandmother. At times of difficulties, she consoled me. She said pleasing words to me. Actually, she had certain deformities. She was arrogant and angry because she was not having a family life. But in spite of all this, she was having a great love towards the family members. She was the eldest of the family. Our mother's family called Kulatulaka. She was the eldest member of the family. Being a spinster, she spent her time, valuable time, to look after the younger brothers and sisters. The marriages of the younger brothers and sisters were arranged by her. I know everything. At last, during her old age, she suffered a little. And at the age of 83, she passed away. There was nobody besides her. So, at the time of death, on that particular day, there was nobody to carry even the dead body. I myself and a painter called Sadashivan from Tiruvalla. He was having a very close connection with the family, which I don't want to reveal now. So I myself and painter Sadashivan carried the body and placed in the a mini ambulance, and outside there was a youth. He was born and brought up in Tambanur. He peeped through the window of the ambulance and said that he also wished to come in the ambulance. But there were no seating arrangements. Hardly 2 persons can sit. So he said that he would come in the cremation ground. There I met him. I don't want to reveal, I have forgotten his name. And he belonged to a particular political party also. He was not only a political worker, he was a social worker. I have forgotten his name. Wherever people they are in need, he used to go and assist them. I know it. And at the crematorium ground, I have seen this particular young man. He was accompanied by another man. He called another young man from some other part of Trivandrum, and both of them came there. And I really like to appreciate this young man because he had such a kind of helping mentality. No doubt for it. After this, there is a function connected with the death ceremony. After 3 days, there is a function called Sanjan or something. And most of the family members said that there is no need to arrange a function like this, as my elder mother, that is my mother's elder sister, who is called as Magistrate Chellam, as she had no husband and children, why should we conduct this kind of ceremonies? No. My mother said, it is not correct. I will do it. So, under the able guidance of my mother, he conducted the ceremony called Sanjan very well in my house. I think it is better to say some words about her because she was so affectionate towards me. I had no grandfather and no grandmother, and she was in the top of the family. She was actually guiding the family, leading a life of sannyasa. Now I am ending my words.